this may be a little odd, but today I'm going to go over one of the best purchases I think I've ever made. Now, while these two syringe things look very ordinary, you might not think of the practical aspects of both of them. I got these at Hobby Lobby for, I don't know, $5 for the pair, which isn't too bad considering the applications I had in mind for them. One of them was, of course, for glue, which for the application, like putting the armor on the figure similar to this, it would make sense. And I didn't think it'd work as well as it did until I actually tried it. Now, I use a brand called Bob Smith Industries glue that I got off Amazon, bought it in this big bottle, and I've since kind of corroded the cap out and now it won't go down, but it's I don't know whether it's my humidity here or what, but it doesn't dry up even though the cap is technically loose, so it can come out freely. It's one of the best glues I've ever used as far as super glue goes, and it's like $20 to $30 for the bottle, which as far as it goes, it's really not that bad. I bought this bottle maybe 6 months ago for cosplay use, and I've used it for that ever since. But since then, I've turned this into a use for Lego as well. And so usually I've been using my little handy dandy little tray here for paint, and I'll put like a little dab of glue right here in the corner. You can kind of see it's built up, and I'll use a toothpick to apply. But over time, that's kind of gotten a little tedious and a little hard to do. At one point, I didn't have any toothpicks, so I had to use little yellow hands. It was miserable. It's terrible. Don't do that. But these are great ways of applying glue. So as you can see, it's built up on the tip, but I think if you got like an X-Acto knife or something, you could easily clean it up. And then I don't know where the cap is. I usually just leave the cap off because of how often I use it. It doesn't dry up anyway. I tested that theory one night. I'm like, you know what? We'll leave it off. If it doesn't work, it's fine. I'll go get a new one, but just to see if it'll work. But sometimes it'll dry just a little bit in the needle, and I'll usually just get my X-Acto knife or toothpick and kind of poke it in there. It's usually a little soft, and you just kind of gotta loosen it up, and it works great afterwards. For tiny applications like these heavy bars that are soon to be released on the website, these are a great application for like a thin use of glue. And even if you wanted to kind of dab it up a little bit, if you use too much for whatever reason, just get a paper towel and kind of clean it up. Really not that big of a deal, but I used entirely this syringe thing for this armor kit here, which I was going to do a YouTube video on, but I'm like, you know what, let's paint it. I wanted to see what it looks like. So this is Pre-Vizsla from Tag Minifigs, which is going to be up on the site on February the 11th. 2022. So I used it everywhere. You can kind of see there's a little bit of glue overflow in a couple of areas because I'm not 100% used to using this in such a small application like this. You can kind of see it shine kind of where the knees are and stuff. But another great application I discovered was water. Now, you might be asking yourself, Venom, why on earth are you using it for water? That just sounds so stupid. However, if you think about it, there are several different applications of water, at least in the painting realm. Going back to what I used for glue earlier, last night when I was painting Pre-Vizsla up, it really paid off. I was actually watering down the paints just a little bit to make it, you know, nice and workable to use, because I painted up the body first, and I did very light coats, and it worked out great. So if you just want like a couple drops of water and you don't want to, you know, splash a whole bunch of water all over your paints, this is a great use. And you don't even have to squeeze it out. You can kind of just like point it down and then kind of just let it drip 1 or 2 drops. And that is more than enough for an application like this. So I just wanted to share with you guys one of the best tools in my arsenal of painting and customizing arsenal. And I look forward to seeing what you guys make with this tip. Hope you guys have a great day. This is Venom out. To find products like this Pre-Vizsla kit, visit us on our store at venompaintball.store or on our Instagram at venom.777. That is 4 7s. This is Venom out.